Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. I have got an exciting part purchased and part gifted package here for you guys. It is from Nadia over at Lia Dia Designs, and honestly, I did purchase 3 pieces, but Nadia's naughty. She put so much more into my package. I do follow her, she follows me, her work is incredible. Not only that, Nadia has given you guys 15% discount on these silhouettes and inlays that you'll see in my video today. Now, there is a brochure that comes with it all that talks about the acrylic stained glass blanks and the inlays and the silhouettes as well. So yes, I honestly was not expecting to receive so much goodness. Like, apart from my order, I wasn't expecting anything else, but look at this. So these are all black gloss acrylic blanks, and they all come with a protective paper layer that you do need to remove before you use them. Now, this is the first piece that was gifted. I didn't purchase this one, so thank you, Nadia. This hummingbird is simply stunning. Again, black acrylic with a paper protective layer, and you simply peel it all off here before you use it for your epoxy resin. I'm just showing you a quick example of just how shiny and sparkly and glossy it is. Stunning, guys. This toadstool meadow, it is sublime. This is screaming autumn with that gorgeous mushroom, the toadstool, and of course you've got your stained glass effect at the background. Now, these say soon to be released flower pics, but plant pot kind of pics. But I'll be honest, these were sent to me way before I got sick, so they probably are out already. But how beautiful. They're like hummingbirds, but then they've got a stick and you can put them in your flower pot or in your plant pot. Next up, we've got a coaster set. Again, this was all gifted, guys. Like, honestly, it felt like Christmas. These are all like your miniatures. So these can be filled with resin and used singularly, or they can be placed inside another mold. In fact, all of these pieces can be placed inside another mold, but these are specifically coaster size. Now, this is what I ordered. I ordered 3 hummingbirds. And the funny story goes, it's funny to me, it's probably not funny to anyone else. Nadia from Lia Dia sent me a message asking if she could send me some things, but I'd missed that bit. All I saw was, like, because obviously I follow her, she follows me, so I just saw that this was the link to all of these brand new things. So I immediately placed an order for 3 hummingbirds, and then Nadia said, "What did you do that for? I wanted to send you some things." And it wasn't until I scrolled back and I saw her message that she wanted to send me some bits. So yeah, it's kind of it's not 50-50 at all, is it? She sent me way more. But yeah, part purchased, predominantly gifted. So thanks again to Nadia. I also got some cute little stickers and a resin heart here as well. Anyway, I just needed to tell you the story because it was funny at the time. But yeah, here we are. I am going to be doing the 3 hummingbirds in this video. These are the 3 hummingbirds that I purchased myself, and I don't know why. Does anyone else challenge themselves? Does anyone else like peel something or peel a satsuma and be like, I'm gonna peel this in one go? Because that was me. And don't ask me why my brain works like that, but as soon as I started peeling the paper, it comes off like a dream, and I was like, I'm gonna do this in one. I'm not gonna rip it, I'm gonna do it in one. And no, I didn't. I did eventually. I got there in the end because I wouldn't rest until I'd done it in one. Does anyone else do that, or am I just a little bit broken? Let me know in the comment section down below. But so easy to peel off. This is how super glossy it is. And of course, I had to turn it around and do the other side. Again, I didn't quite manage this one in one, but I did eventually. Gorgeous, juiciness, love, love, love them. I did the same to all 3, and I'm going to spare you having to watch that because you don't need to sit through that in real time. Now it was time to back them in resin tape. Now, I have to let you know right now, I probably won't use this tape again. This is a tape I recently got. I think it was from J Diction, and it worked great, but for some reason it's not working so great for me lately. I think I'm going to use like a sellotape, like a packing tape next time. I feel like that just gives me the best results when it comes to epoxy resin. And here you see me just making sure that that tape is fully adhered to the surface of the acrylic blank. And now we've got all 3 ready to go, and guys, they are stunning. There is something about a hummingbird. I wish we had hummingbirds here in the UK. We don't. I think we have an equivalent, but it's not a hummingbird, and I would love to see a hummingbird in real life. I just think it would be stunning. Now, here's the thing. I've been doing resin for several years now, and it definitely feels like even after years of doing resin, I'm still making mistakes, like rookie mistakes that really could easily have been avoided. And my biggest mistake here is that I mixed up my resin, part A, part B, before I started sorting the birds out. And really, that was such a huge error. I just, in my head, thought I was being prepared by mixing my resin first. And a really, really silly rookie error mistake. Get your acrylic blanks ready, get them backed on the tape, then sort your resin out. Because if you are new to epoxy resin, you will know, you might not know, that the longer it sits in a cup, the hotter it gets and the more likely it is to go exothermic. Now, whilst this resin didn't go exothermic, it definitely became more of a challenge as I went on, and by bird number 3, you'll see bird number 3 got the raw end of the deal. So yeah, it worked fine to start with. It was still quite runny, but it was heating up in my hands, so I started to get nervous. So anyway, let's start on more positive notes, shall we? I am using some resin dyes from Let's Resin, and these are my favourite colours, honestly, like the blues, the purples, the aquas, the teals, all of these colours. I just knew that's the colour kind of avenue I wanted to go down. Of course, you could go with any colour that your heart desired, and you don't have to make them transparent. I'm making them transparent, but of course, you could use completely opaque colours as well, especially if you're putting them inside another piece. Like if all 3 of these were going to go into a massive mould, you could easily do this in opaque resin and it would be absolutely perfect still. I started off using my miniature cups, and then I figured it's going to be so much easier to use my pipettes. I've got some double action on the pipettes happening here, and it was so much easier. And the colours, guys, the way the colours blended, you definitely need a needle tip bottle or pipettes when you're doing these. Some of the spaces are quite small, and the cup definitely wasn't going to do the rest. So you can use the cup for the bigger sections, but I definitely recommend using pipettes for the small little sections here. But so far, I am in total love. Just remembering that I've made all of this resin and it's just sitting there. So don't be like me. At this stage, this is bird number 2. You can already see the resin is starting to get stringy. And it was too thick at this point for my pipettes to suck it up. So again, hey, I am forever learning. I am forever making mistakes, but you know, mixing my resin before I even touched the paper to get the paper off the birds was one of the silliest things to do. Don't do it. Don't be like me. And if I can be here and tell you that, it's all good in the hood. I have to say these did turn out pretty beautiful. So it really doesn't take away much from the end result. Just help me help you. Just don't do it. Again, at this point, I loved this aqua. This aqua is probably one of my favourite colours in the world, on the planet. I love blues. Love blues. But again, yeah, as it said on the screen, I started to panic at this point. It was getting so thick. It was heating up in my hand. And I just decided to just go for it. And if I make a mess on the surface, that's okay, because I was already confident that I was going to be top coating these anyway in the end to give them a gorgeous domed effect. So I figured, hey, if I spill over the cavities, it's going to be fine. It's going to be absolutely fine. So yeah, you see me just going for it because I was like, we're running out of time, Claire. It felt a little bit like, you know, heart palpitations. But that's the beauty of creating. You learn as you go, but this is definitely not an ideal method, guys. You definitely want to pour individually into each cavity when you are using these. You're going to get the neatest results. You're not going to get Claire's Crafty Corner results. We all know. My videos are like the Titanic, okay? We all know how it's going to end, and let's not deny it. We all know. Now, by bird number 3, poor bird number 3, He got the shove it in and scrape it and hope for the best technique. That's the only way I can describe it. But it all worked out because 24 hours later they were looking sublime. Now here was the issue with the tape. And honestly, this will be because the resin was so hot. If I put the resin in freshly mixed, it wouldn't have happened, I'm confident. But it did get hot real quick. And of course, that means I've now got a massive cleanup job. And it's not my favourite thing to do. But it was worth it because they were so pretty. It took a while. I just used isopropyl alcohol and some cotton buds. And I just rubbed. And yes. Was I able to get the sunshine that we've had for the past week? No, because today is stormy and grey and cloudy and that's it. The one day I needed the sun, but it's all good because how gorgeous do these look? Now they are pretty in their own way, in their own right. I think they would look even more beautiful, almost like a dream catcher style, hanging down from the bigger round one, the hummingbird meadow, the one that Nadia sent me. If you attached all three of these hanging down, I think it would be absolutely stunning. Now this one here, that dark purple one, I'm not gonna lie, he got a bum deal, didn't he? I had to do the scrape technique and you really could see lots of air pockets in that one where the resin was just too thick to cope. I did fill all the holes and I top coated all of them, so the finish is not as bad as you might think it is. They're all still really, really pretty. I love. I wish the sun was out for the finale. But look at these designs. Look at these acrylic blanks as a whole. They are divine. They are stunning. Again, I purchased these three myself, but Nadia did send me some absolutely stunning gifted ones. I cannot wait to use them. And I genuinely do think as well that these would look beautiful in a big round tray. 3 hummingbirds in a giant round tray mold with a different background. You could add flowers around them, make it look like they're actually, you know, feeding from the flowers. Oh gosh, the possibilities are endless. And yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this and please learn from all of my mistakes in every single one of my Titanic videos because yeah, oh dearie me, after all these years. Hey, next time I use one of these acrylic blanks, which will be very soon, I will make sure that I am ready. I am prepped to go. And then I will mix my resin and we will have so much longer a work time, and I am pretty confident they will turn out spectacular. So thanks again to Nadia over at Lia Dia Designs for sending me all of those free pieces. And for these 3 that I purchased, if you're interested in any of those, the details will be down below for Lia Dia Designs. And it includes the kind of like the silhouettes and the inlays and the blanks and things like that. So again, details are down below. If you've watched this far, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and let me know in the comment section down below what colours you would do and if you've got any of Nadia's designs yourself. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.